God chose me, he told me I'm gifted. Feel like I'm stuck in this life that I'm living. I'm trying to grind it stack to the ceiling. I had to stamp my name and my image. I stand in their chest, I hustle relentless.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Uncle Kano. I just wanted to let you guys know, get out in the sun this summer, but when you come back inside, you need to stop overreaching in the lanes. If you're overreaching in the lanes, it's probably getting you backdoored a lot. Your teammates are having a hard time playing with you. Come find me in the city the next time you load up and come get a dub.
Hey, girl, hey. What's up, 2K community? It's your girl, Boom Boom, and I hope each and every one of you have a great summer. Make sure you go outside, get some sun, bask in the sun a little bit.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball. We'll be back in a moment.
Number 3, Brandon Ingram.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. James Harden out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3. And for Toronto, Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so off the tip, it's the Raptors. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Hunter, and finished off by Hunter.
Capable of playing either guard position. Harden's sense for when his teammates are open is ridiculous.
The 3 from Quickly. Sinks it from distance. Quickly's got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Mobley outside. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pirtle grabs a miss. Barnes against Harden. Puts up a 3. Barnes, and that's good.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Hunter. Over Barrett. And there's Hunter on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Allen against Pirtle. Yes, it's good.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Here's Barnes. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Here's Quickly with the drive. And he packs it down right on top of Evan Mobley.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And here are the Cavaliers now. The Raptors making their last shot. Harden, the pass to Mobley. Now here's Allen. Outside Hunter. Clock at 6. Pass to Mobley. Over Barnes. And it's Cleveland with another.
And it's not just all of his physical ability, it's his hands. He has amazing hands. Catches everything, never a wasted motion.
Now here's Quickly. He's got 7. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Over Hunter. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
Mobley outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Ingram. 13 feet out. The bank shot, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Ingram's gotten his second bucket.
A long wing. Ingram has the ability to score down low, not just knocking down perimeter shots.
So it's the Cavaliers now. They trail by 6. Three-pointer, Harden. Counted from distance.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And Toronto calls time here. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Here's Shed. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. From deep, Mitchell. They get the rebound. Here's Mobley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
Ingram on the wing. Takes the 3. Mobley grabs the board.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Barrett against Hunter. Back to Mitchell. Shoots over Walter. Here's Allen. And he banks in the layup.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Here's Shed. Pass to Walter. Now Pirtle. Allen defending. Pirtle with the bucket.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
The Cavs have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Outside Hunter. Shoots from 12. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
Just watch James Harden. It's beautiful. He plays at his own pace. He reads the floor as well as anybody in the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And Harden's got the ball here for Cleveland. They trail by 1. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
He is an absolute master at drawing fouls. Harden is so good at getting the defense to foul him with so many crafty moves.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Strus, he's checked in for the Cavs. Jerome comes in for Mitchell. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Now Harden. He's got 5. And the 3 off target. Here's Walter. Oh, my goodness. How about that? What a finish with a reverse dunk.
They don't lean on Pirtle for facilitation, but he's certainly not selfish with the ball.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Raptors. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Shed, covered by Schroeder. Shed, that's good.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Schroeder. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Yep, that one goes. Raptors lead by 3. Here's Mobo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
His first personal foul.
It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
2 shots.
And so he hits both. 1:36 left to play in the first. Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Outside Hunter. Here's Jerome. Connects from downtown.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. Shed's got 5.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now here's Schroeder. Outside Strus. Back to Allen. And here's Strus. It's stolen by Pirtle. And they're on the run. Here's Mobo. Finished off the break. And now a 7-point Toronto lead.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Here's Schroeder. Pass to Hunter. Here's the 3. Cleveland the rebound. Allen. Shots blocked. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Lawson, he's checked in for Pirtle.
Raptors, A.J. Lawson.
.24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hunter, good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Pass to Abaji. Walter from outside. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side Schroeder. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his second.
These are his first free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
Dennis Schroeder. 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The three from quickly. And that's not going to go. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Raptors out in front, up by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Then there's Emmanuel quickly, and it's Lawson in at the 2. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Barrett. He's scoreless. Barnes, it's good.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Jerome passes to Hunter. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot, and will go to the line. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Lets a floater go. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive hot shot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Showing off his skills as a shooter. Mitchell knocking down that mid-range look.
The 3 from Barnes. And the Raptors, another 3. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Now a timeout called by Cleveland. The Cavs trailing. Jerome passes to Ball. Rejected by Barnes. Pass to Mobo. And that one is hammered home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And here's Mitchell. Barnes with the rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Now here's Ball. Still no points. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Here's Barnes. He's got 9. Back to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. And now a 9-point Raptor lead.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Checked in for Toronto. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Harden, he's checked in for Jerome. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Harden, the pass to Mobley. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Walter from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Cavaliers trail by 12. Outside Harden. Pass to Hunter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Mitchell's shot is good.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell, or else he will punish you right off the catch.
Toronto leading by 10. Now here's Quickly. He has 7. Over Mitchell. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Mitchell. He has 6. Right side Harden. Low block shot. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Barnes.
You guys love getting to the line like James Harden. Fooling the defender with a little pump fake move.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. That's good from Harden.
The southpaw Harden, lucky lefty. He's a tremendous offensive player who can pretty much get triple doubles in bunches.
Jared Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Merrill comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Harden hits them both. Toronto leading by 10. Here's Walter. He's got 5. It's Barnes on the wing. Over Mobley. Barnes, no good.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Mobley outside. The three. Fires in the triple. Mobley's got 9.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Ball with it. No points yet. To the middle. Here's Mobley, and he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there, and that's going to be a foul on Toronto.
The length of Mobley that's what's challenging for many defenders, which is why you pretty much resort to fouling him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Mobley.
And the future is bright for Mobley. He is a big man who possesses the whole package.
Strus, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And both free throws good for Mobley. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Shoots over Harden, and another basket for Toronto.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Harden against Quickly. Puts it up from 15. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
The D has to know Harden is looking to shoot because that's what he does whenever he gets a chance, especially from the mid-range.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 11. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. It's stolen by Barnes. Outside Barrett. Pass to Mobo. It's Barnes on the wing. No good with the triple. Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Strus. He takes it in, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Both teams making some changes here. And so here is Toronto leading by 5. Here's Shed. He's got 5. Shoots over Schroeder, and that one's on target from the wing. Shed's got 7 points in the game. Cleveland has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Schroeder, soft touch off the glass. And now just a 3-point Raptor lead.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
It's Barnes on the wing. There's the triple. Drills it from deep. 14 points for him.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
1:10 left in the first half of basketball. Now Merrill. Yet to see a basket. Allen, the pass to Schroeder. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Toronto leading by 4. Pass to Abaji. Out to the right wing. Walter from outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Here's Merrill. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Merrill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Shed, covered by Schroeder. Here's Pirtle. And another basket for Toronto.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
Pirtle with the block.
Something Jakob does so well. He's terrific at positioning himself to come up with these blocks.
Ty Jerome.
There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. For 3, Allen. Offensive rebound. Basket's good. Mobley's got 13.
This guy has been wreaking havoc out there the last couple games.
He's been relentless, and he's been doing it in a variety of ways. But right there, it's all about the hustle on the offensive glass.
And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for Toronto. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back with you shortly.
64.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what'd you see out there?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy, kind of like Shaq.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box out, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. On the court for the Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell out there with James Harden. Then it's Jared Allen. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram. Exceptional at skying up for slams.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. 6-point game. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he's scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Quickly against Harden. Out to Schroeder. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J. He's got 11.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Barrett.
That is powerful.
Yes! And he dunks it down.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Outside Mitchell. 13 feet out. Ooh, power move by Mitchell. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Over Allen. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist from Barnes. Pirtle's got 10 points.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Barnes. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Athletic move by Harden. Okay, I see you throwing it down on top of the defense.
Quickly against Harden. Quickly passes to Barnes. From the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Allen. He has 6. Here's Hunter. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Barrett. Launches a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Give him 8.
Yeah, this is what Barrett does best. A talented scorer who keeps things simple on the offensive end.
They grab their own miss. Chalk up 2 there.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Mitchell against Barrett. Over Mitchell. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Harden scanning the floor. This one for 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Barrett passes to Pirtle. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Cavaliers trail by 9. Cleveland calls timeout. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for Coach to change that.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors youth dance team.
teams deciding to change it up. And Cleveland has possession. They trail by 9. The shot. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Ball outside. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And here's Quickly. 16 points for him. From deep, Mitchell. Second chance effort. And the nice layup by Hunter. Hunter's got 21.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Raptors lead by 6. Quickly up top. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Here's Jerome. Here he goes. Pass to Mobley. Shoots it from the corner. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And this game belongs to Mobley so far. Just doing it all on the offensive end.
Here's Mobo. And here's Pirtle, covered by Mobley. And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Yeah, he's just a confident shooter from 3-point range, even with the D hovering near him.
Here's Jerome.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hunter. And there's 1:38 left in the third. Yep, count it.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Toronto calls timeout.
Free teacher, so let's get loud.
He's checked in for Mitchell.
Let's hear it for your Raptors, Little Boys!
1:35 left in the third quarter.
Man, good whistle there.
Rondo ball. That's his first personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Raptors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
And Mobley throws it down.
Not a long way up for Mobley, but he rises to the rim for the finish.
Here's Walter. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Agbaji. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Agbaji's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball passes to Strus. And it's in there. 51 seconds left in the third quarter here. Takes it inside, and that one drops. Walters has got 10 points in the game.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Outside Strus. Abaji with a rebound. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Beyond the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Hunter. Three-pointer. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And the three ball has been huge in building this lead. We'll be right back after this word. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Raptors lead by 13. Brandon Ingram out there with Barnes. Then it's Walter, and it's Shed in at point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. From outside the arc, on target from range.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Harden, the pass to Allen. Strus against Ingram. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
Allen's gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. Here's Shed, defended by Harden. It's Barnes on the wing. He drops it from range. Barnes has got 20 points. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Up top, Harden. Outside, Strus. Pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Shed. Here's Abaji. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
Okay, look. That move right there is a product of repetition. He's worked on that, and it pays off over that little larger defender.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Ty Jerome, shooting 1.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Quickly, driving inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Here's Jerome. Mobley, right side. There's the 3. Quickly with a rebound. The Raptors have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. On the wing, Quickly. The 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Jerome. And yep, it's good.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Here's Walter. The 3 from Quickly. And That one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Three-pointer, Harden hits a three-pointer.
Taking control of the tempo. Harden won't let the other team turn their last three into a run.
Barnes with it. Harden picks him up. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Toronto, Scotty Barnes. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Both free throws good from Barnes. And so it's Cleveland with it. It's a 16-point game. Cleveland calls timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And the Raptors making a change here. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Strus. Drops in the layup for two.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. 17 points was their biggest margin. Barnes drives in. Not going to go that time. Good D by Mobley. Harden, the pass to Strus. Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That'll be a second foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
Mitchell is so efficient and crafty inside that paint. Sometimes you forget he's only 6'2".
Now here's Ingram. Good D by Mobley.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
From deep, Mitchell. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Barnes, it's good. Barnes has got 7 points for the quarter.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Harden. After the basket by Toronto. And he makes it.
This is Mobley's zone. He's got all the size he needs to dominate this paint.
And Toronto calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Scotty Barnes.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
I'll tell you what, for him, it doesn't get much better than this. Putting on an absolute clinic while the home fans went wild. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Ingram. Pass to Pirtle. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Strus the pass to Allen. Good work there as it goes. And it's now only a 5-point Raptor lead.
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
And Toronto calls time here.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
And the Raptors making a change here. Quickly's checked in.
Emmanuel Quickly.
Toronto leading by 5. Drives to the hoop, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And he gets that one.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Toronto's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. And stolen by Mobley. Fast break, Cleveland. Rejected by Barnes. And out of bounds, the Cavs will take it. Hunter's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 5. That one's good for 2. Hunter's got 11 points here in the second half.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Harden against Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Stolen by Mobley. To the inside. Allen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Barnes.
Hard to stop a guy with Allen's physical gifts inside. He forces the defense to get sloppy and foul.
Jared Allen. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low. He rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
And he ends up making the second. And that brings him within 2 here.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
For Toronto, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the 4th. Hunter against Ingram. Let's go with a 3. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
This guy is just a gamer. Ingram doesn't feel pressure. He embraces the moment, taking and making important shots.
Gets the 3 to fall.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now Now here's Ingram. The three, Barrett. And the Raptors, another three.
And you know Barrett wants the ball in his hands, especially on these big possessions.
Here's Hunter. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
The line for the Cavaliers, DeAndre Hunter. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Jerome's checked in for James Harden. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Cleveland calls timeout. They trail by 4. 1:03 left in the game.
Now is that time to grab a free shirt. Substitutes down the court.
Hunter against Ingram. Tipped. The kick to Hunter. Driving in. Count it.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And Toronto calls time here. They're in front by 2. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
It's time to get up and get.
There's 49 seconds left in the 4th. And here's Ingram outside. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
And you have to love the intensity from Ingram when they're up against it, always ready to attack.
Here's Hunter. It falls. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Here's Shed. Pass to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Walter from outside. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. 3-pointer is a must. Oh, Donovan Mitchell, huge bucket. That man is fearless.
And Toronto calls time here. They lead by 1. 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
All right, fans, stand up and get down.
11 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Here's Shed. And he commits the intentional foul.
Donovan Mitchell. That's his second personal foul. 13th foul. At the line for 2, Brandon Ingram.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Cleveland calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 6 seconds left in the game. All right, guys, what do you think?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3, but they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Inside to tie it up. Oh, he got it! He got it! And he's tied it up! What a shot!
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So it's Toronto now. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with Ty Jerome. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 3. And he makes it on the layup. Mitchell's got 24.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
The 3 from Barnes. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Jerome passes to Allen. Hurdle with the block. Here's Walter. And what action in this one. We're about a minute into overtime. Out left to the wing. Pass to Quickly. Now Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer off the mark. Outside Mitchell. Mitchell on the run. And Mitchell with the slam.
Now look, Mitchell has that rare combination of lightning and thunder. Like he will blow by you quick, fast, and he will finish over your big.
And Toronto calls time here. And Cleveland making a change here. Harden's checked in. And so here is Toronto. 17 points was their biggest margin. Harden against Quickly. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. And he's got 28 now.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Hunter. And the shot goes down. Quickly with the ball. About 2 minutes into OT now. It's been a good one. Here's Pirtle. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
RJ Barrett with the assist.
Cavaliers trail by 5. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Hunter. Count it. Hunter's got 4 points in the quarter. Raptors lead by 3. Outside Barrett. Pass to Ingram. We're in overtime if you just joined us. 2.5 minutes through it. Basket counts. Ingram's got 23 points.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
The ball's knocked loose. And finished off by Hunter.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
The three from Quickly. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And he's going for the lob. And Mobley throws it down.
Showing poise in the clutch. Mobley has that quiet confidence.
It's Barrett on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Barrett passes to Ingram. It's Barnes on the wing. Oh, he buried the three.
The defense trying to take other things away, so he steps up and buries the triple.
Cleveland calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 51 seconds left to play in overtime. And Cleveland has possession. 4-point game. Yes!
Big Jared Allen outshining the bright lights.
This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
Quickly outside. From deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Now Hunter. There's the drive. And he sinks it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Cleveland foul. DeAndre Hunter. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Raptors, Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Cleveland calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 27 seconds left in OT. Here's Hunter. Barnes with the rebound. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. 17 points was their biggest margin. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6.
2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie. That's big, making all of those. Giving them a little bit more breathing room.
From deep, Mobley. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently. That is a hard-won rebound, man's rebound right there. Way to battle for it inside.
So it's Toronto picking up the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.